Gentlemen, congratulations. Your horse lit up the tote board there at 27-1. I know, Roger, from hearing on TV that the condition of the turf course was something of a concern, and in fact, you had scratched out of the E.P. Taylor or passed that race due to soft turf. What was, other than the fact that it was the Breeders' Cup today, were you less than confident going in?
Yeah, I was very worried about the turf actually, and the E.P. Taylor was much softer than this turf is, but I was still worried about the going. You know, when she's run on good to yielding turf before, she has never really never traveled very well on it, so. I was concerned, you know, because I wanted her to run her best race. I knew she was sitting on a big race, and on firm turf, I thought, well, she's going to give me that. And, you know, I said to Chuck I was very worried about the turf course, and as soon as I saw her come down the lane, you know, the first time there, she was traveling so well. I thought, oh, my God, you know, like, now we got a chance to show what we've got, you know, so it all turned out well.
And Mr. Fipke, I imagine this victory is doubly sweet, not as being not just the owner, but the breeder, homebred, winning such a prestigious race. Can you comment on the dual victory, so to speak?
Well, I have to say that she's from very good stock. Hey, she's from Perfect Soul. Who is by Saddler as well, is out of the Secretariat Mare, and she's by Lady Shirl, who is not only a Group 1 winner, she's a Group 1. She had been a Group 1 producer of a previous Breeders' Cup winner, and now it's their second Breeders' Cup winner that she's produced. So, like the horse really did it, but also the jockey. I mean. He's just wonderful, and Roger is wonderful, and it's a whole team effort, and it's not anybody. It's, you know, but when it comes down to it, it's the heart of the horse, and that horse really has a lot of heart, and that's all I can really say. It's just wonderful to be associated with such a beautiful horse and such beautiful people. Thank you.
And we'd like to alert the media we will be joined in a short while by Corey Nakatani, who rode My Miss Aurelia to victory in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies. But right now, questions for Roger Attfield and Charles Fipke available down here and also upstairs in the press box by going to Angie, and we'll start out with Marcus.
Can you hear? There we go. Mr. Attfield, the horse had never won a Grade 1, and obviously she had shown good form at the end of her 3-year-old year. It looked like her this year was a little bit mixed up and maybe didn't get a chance to show her best. What gave you the confidence to even enter a race like this? I know that her Canadian was pretty good, but I mean, she did figure to be meeting some of the better fillies in the world.
But is this working? Yeah. She's been progressing all the way through this year and getting better and better. And her race in the Canadian actually was a pretty good race. And you know, had she been able to get out a little bit earlier than she did, I think she would have won that race. Then, you know, the filly that beat her came down to Keeneland and won the race there. So that, you know, it was a strong form, and the filly's getting better and better all the time. And like I say, I said, you know, if the turf course is firm, she's going to run really, really well for me. And I was wrong about the going, and she handled it, and she did very well. But she's a filly that's been gradually getting better and better all year. And I said about 2 months ago, I said, this is going to be a hell of a filly next year, you know, and I really believe she will be too.
Go ahead, Evan.
Just got a question about the jockey. This is the 7th different jockey to ride her in the last 7 starts. Could you explain your jockey selection, please?
Well, I ride Johnny anytime I can get him, to be honest with you, because we have a great record together, and there's not been any real reason to, for jockey changes. We haven't. It hasn't been a planned situation. It's been a situation where, agents have said, well, I can't ride her, and I've had to find another rider. It's like I haven't been swapping and changing jockeys, but I was very, very pleased when Johnny said he could ride the filly, and like I say, we have a great rapport and a good record together. So, but that's what's happened there.
Another quick question: can you tell us about the bandage on your hand?
Oh, I just had a little surgery on my hand 5 days ago. Nothing major. Still able to saddle her.
Okay, Phil.
Sorry, Roger. Congratulations, because I regard you as the godfather and the king and the most classiest man at Woodbine. But you've had a great career. 8 Queen's Plates, 3 Triple Crowns, and now you get a Breeders' Cup W on top of an E.P. Taylor win, G1 with John Velasquez. Just talk about the how special it is to get to this summit for this race.
Well, it's very special. I mean, the Breeders' is special anytime, and in this situation, I mean, I've run in quite a few of them, and I've had a couple of seconds and thirds and fourths, and I've never been able to win one. And you keep saying to yourself, God, am I ever going to get this done? And so God bless the filly, she came through for me and finally got it done.
This question for Trainer Attfield. You're scratching the E.P. Taylor. That must have caused a disruption in your plans in terms of having a longer layoff for the filly. Did that become a matter of concern?
No, it wasn't a concern at all. She's a very light filly. She's quite a small filly. She's light, frame filly. She's dead fit. The E.P. Taylor course definitely wouldn't have suited her. That was very, very, very soft. I really, really wanted to come to the Breeders with the filly, and Chuck definitely wanted to come to the Breeders with the filly. Had I run her in the E.P. Taylor, I don't think I would have been able to come to the Breeders. So, actually, it was probably advantageous to her because, like I say, she doesn't need a lot of hard training. She's just a small, light filly that gives everything that she's got when she goes out there. So, it was probably a blessing in disguise that we didn't go in that race.
Well, it certainly worked out well for you today. Roger Attfield, Charles Fipke, congratulations to each of you on your first Breeders' Cup winner, and an exciting one it was with Perfect Shirl. Congratulations to both of you.